right, this is chapter 2, lesson 3, write two-step equations. So when I'm translating sentences into equations, there are 3 steps, okay, to writing a two-step equation. So in words, I need to describe the situation. So I have words, it's usually what they give me. I want to describe the situation, use only the most important words. Okay, so only the most important words. Okay, next I want to figure out my variable. So I want to define a variable to represent the unknown quantities. So variable is very important. Okay, so I need to decide what I'm looking for. And finally, I translate your verbal model into an algebraic equation. So that's the 3rd step. So the words, then the variable, then the equation. Okay? So let's look at some examples. Example number 1 says translate each sentence into a variable. 8 less than 3 times a number is negative 23. Okay? So there are a couple words that stand out to me. Less than and is and times. Those are the 3 words that stand out to me. Okay? Less than, so I'm subtracting somewhere. Times means I'm multiplying. Is means equals. Okay? So so those are my words. Those are the words that I'm looking for. Okay? Variable, right? I can pick any variable I want. In this case, we chose n. Okay? Then I want to write my equation. Okay? 3 times a number gives me 3n. And 8 less than that, so I subtract 8, equals negative 23. Okay? Notice I'm not solving anything. All I'm doing is writing the equation. All right? Let's look at number 2. Number 2 says 13 is 7 more than 1/5 of a number. So is more than, right? Okay. Variable, I'm going to choose n because n is number, super easy. Okay. So 13 is 7 more than, right? So plus 7, 1/5 of a number. Okay. Of means multiply, just in case you forgot. Okay. So is equals, of is multiply. So 1/5 of a number, so 1/5 of n. So 1/5 times n. Okay. Let's look at number 3. All right, number 3 says you buy 3 books that each cost the same amount and a magazine, all for $55.99. You know that the magazine costs $1.99. How much does each book cost? Okay. So I know that I have 3 books and a magazine, and that costs $55.99. So I'm going to let B represent the cost of 1 book. Okay? You don't have to use B. It's completely up to you. Okay? So I bought 3 books, right? 3B plus the cost of my magazine, which is $1.99, equals $55.99. Okay? Then, once I have my equation, I want to solve it. All right? So 3B plus $1.99 equals $59.99 or $55.99. I subtract $1.99 from both sides. So I'm left with 3B equals $54. Then I divide both sides by 3. 54 divided by 3 gives me 18. So the books are $18 each. Okay. Example number 4 says a personal trainer buys a weight bench for $500 and W weights for $24.99 each. The total cost of the purchase is $849.86. How many weights were purchased? Okay, so I know the bench plus $24.99 per weight equals $849.86. Okay, I'm going to use W to represent the weights. So I have my equation of $500 because that was the weight bench plus $24.99 W because that's how much each of the weights cost equals $849.86. Okay, then I want to solve my equation. So I subtract 500 from both sides, and I'm left with $24.99 equals $349.86. Okay, then I divide by $24.99. When I do that, I get W equals 14. So there were 14 weights purchased. All right, let's take a look at number 5. You and your friend's lunch cost $19. Your lunch cost $3 more than your friend's. How much was your friend's lunch? Okay, so when you add your lunch plus your friend's lunch, it costs $19. But you know your lunch is $3 more, right? So we're going to let F represent the cost of the friend's lunch, okay? So your friend bought lunch, so that's F, first F, plus what you bought. You bought the cost of your friend's lunch plus $3 because you spent $3 more, and that equals 19. So now I have F plus 3 equals 19. Well, I have two F's over here, so 2F plus 3 equals 19. I subtract 3 from both sides. 19 minus 3 gives me 16. Then I divide both sides by 2. This cancels. I'm left with F equals 8. So your friend spent $8. All right, now there are a couple of try it problems, so I want you to go ahead, pause the video, try out the try it problems. There are 5 of them. When you are done, we will go over them together. All right, let's look at the first try it problem. Letter A says 15 equals 3 more than 6 times a number. So the words that I'm interested in are equals, more than, and times. Okay, so this tells me, and I'm going to pick a variable. I'm going to say n is my variable. So 15 equals 3 more than, so I'm adding 3, 6 times a number, 6n plus 3. Okay. Letter B. 10 increased by the quotient of a number and 6 is 5. So increased, quotient, and is. I'm going to say my variable is n again. All right. So this says 10 increased by, increase means to add. So 10 plus the quotient of a number and 6. So that means I'm dividing. Quotient means divide. A number and 6, and is means equals 5. Okay. Letter C. The difference between 12 and 2/3 of a number is 18. So keywords, difference, and is, and of, okay? So difference between 12 and 2/3 of a number is 18, okay? So difference means subtract, so I'm going to take 12 minus 2/3 of means multiply. A number is 18, equals 18. Remember, is means equals. All right, letter D. Now these are going to want you to write the equation and then solve it, okay? So the current temperature is 54 degrees. It is expected to rise 2.5 degrees Fahrenheit each hour. In how many hours will the temperature be 84 degrees Fahrenheit? So I started with 54. I want to rise 2.5 every hour, and I want it to be 84 degrees, okay? So I'm gonna say H equals hours. So I have 54, because that's the temperature I started with, plus 2.5 degrees per hour equals 84. Now I want to subtract 54 from both sides. I'm left with 2.5 H equals 30. Okay, then I want to divide by 2.5. So H equals 12. So it means 12 hours for the temperature to be 84 degrees if it rises steadily. All right, letter E. Letter E says you already owe $4.32 in overdue rental fees and are returning a movie that is 4 days late. Now you owe $6.48. Define a variable, then write and solve an equation to find the daily fine for an overdue movie. Okay? So, first thing I want to do, so I'm going to look at my numbers. So you already owe $4.32 in overdue rental fees, and you return a movie that's 4 days late. Now you owe $6.48. So we're going to say D is going to represent the daily fine. Okay. From here, I'm going to take $4.32, because that's what I owe already. Okay, plus 4D, because the movie's 4 days late, and that equals $6.48. Because I know I already owe that much, and in addition, I'm returning a movie that's 4 days late. So the daily fine times 4. Okay, now I want to subtract $4.32 from both sides. I'm left with 4D equals $2.16. Then I divide both sides by 4. So D equals 0.54. So that tells me the daily fine is 54 cents. And that is the end of lesson 3.